What's going on, guys? Alpha Prime back with another Transformers Earth Wars video. And it's a weekend event here. We have Sky Rain, the quest for Sky Rain crystals and for a 4-star Sky Rain bot. I have them all, though. I don't need the 4-star crystal, but, you know, it's always nice to have more dupes and to chase those 5-star bots. But let's go ahead and let's combine him, because we have the 700k energon that it requires to put 3-star Sky Rain together. Let's go do that. All right, so his abilities are Wind Rush, the 2-star ability, and Typhoons, the 3-star ability. That's cool. Fortunately, I'm not going to test him out until I level him up quite a bit. I'm going to want to level him up to at least 10 or more before I use him in battle, because you know I do high level attacks now. I'm in Prime League, and also I don't attack anything lower than Zone 13. So if I ever want to use him, that's kind of cool. He's got a cool sword. I actually have the toy as well, and it's from that old Combiner Wars line. And I remember I bought it when I was in California. I found them all in the store for like $15 each or something like that. Really, really good price in the old day for deluxe class vehicles. But yeah, I have the whole set of Skyrain. So I'm looking forward to opening it up when I get it out of storage and display it with the rest of my combiners. I have quite a few of them. I have most of the combiners. I'm just missing a few of the Decepticon ones for my own personal display. But yeah, here we go. We're upgrading him to the 4-star. And then once I do that, I'm going to start upgrading the spark. I need to start saving up my combiner spark. You can see there I only got 373,000. And there you go. When you upgrade him to the 4-star, you can't use him right away. It takes 2 days, exactly 48 hours to level him up. And then here's my Omega Supreme, Defensor, Computron, and 16 Magnaboss, Volcanicus, Optimus Maximus, and the Superion, the original first combiner we ever got. I remember I was so excited to finally get a combiner in the game. I didn't know how we had to combine them, so I thought you only need 2 stars back in the day. But anyhow, you know, as you can see there, you want to try and get all the 4-star ones to get the best advantage for war and stuff like that. But this video here, we're actually going to talk about my base, and I'm going to retire it and make a new base. So I just want to talk about base designs. And so feel free to screenshot this if you want to copy my base. It does really, really well. We're going to talk about the defenses. We're going to talk about what cores I use. So go ahead and screenshot the top part as well. And let's go ahead and take a look at the cores here. So the game is really weird. It doesn't show you all the cores that are on the base unless you kind of zoom in and zoom out. And you can see there, I wish I had the 5-star force field disruptor ones. I really like the ability to disable enemy shields and cloaking and all that kind of stuff. And the 4-star one, it just really sucks in comparison to the 5-star. But I just can't land one for the life of me. I've got everything else in G metal, but just those. And then here we go. I use these glass gas mines. I like that because it really hurts enemies when they launch them onto the pad. A lot of times people just clump bots into a corner and they all get affected with the glass gas mine, and they die really, really fast because these shock towers kind of stun them all, and they're all taking damage from the shock tower there. And of course, I like putting the combiner up further up higher because you want, you know, to weaken the team, the enemies. By the time they get to that combiner at the top there, they're already weak, and then you've got all these defenses, the minigun, the multi-defense system. These are awesome. I love the minigun and the laser gun. These are really, really good defenses. And of course, at the top there, you got lasers, mortar, the incendiary mortar to do group damage, and of course, I love these guided missiles. That's one of my favorite cores there. So that's kind of a breakdown of what I like to use. These are really good. The high velocity shells that go through multiple bots at the same time. So I really like that. I gotta level those up to max. And then these thunderstorms are so good for the shock towers, increase the range, and then the damage is still pretty good even with decreased range. So I love that. And I use the laser ricochet because it can bounce around and hit multiple targets. And for the mortars, I wish I had, like, incendiary is nice. I wish I had more of these target protocols. These are great because they annoy me a lot. They prioritize gunners and medics. So I like to put them on the corners there because people will drop their team on the right, and the mortar can hit the whole the healers, so they're not healing the enemy's team. But let's go ahead. Let's take a look at some replays. I want to show you my replays in the battle history here. You can see I've got all defenses, all victories, and you can see there no losses. So I just want to share a few of these with you guys, and then I'll also share some war attacks. I'm in war right now. I'll show you how I defended against TF Eagle Fang Ops. Really cool name for an alliance. And I'll show you they're using a lot of 5-star bots to attack in Prime League, so that'll be really good for the video to show you guys some high-level defenses. All right, so here we go. We've got my base against Jagger now. He's got 9300 Metroplex against my level 19, so mine's a little bit stronger, my combiner. He's using the warpath strategy, which is to kind of make a pathway towards to one side, but he didn't kill off the mortar here, which is kind of weird. You want to be able to kill off a defense, and that's the thing. 4 stars just aren't very good for especially for the high level attacks. His whole team is basically 4 stars with Jetfire and the Goldfire. I probably would have done a Goldfire kind of drop him first and try to pop all the outposts. But he's only got a 4-star healer. It's not going to do too well, I don't think. He uses Gold Bug there to pop the combiner, and down goes my combiner's ability there, and it's just over. So 35% damage done, and you can see there I put a lot of my resource buildings at the top because I don't want to lose. For example, you want to put all of your space lab, your combiner lab, your shield generator, your space bridge, all this stuff at the top here that yields multiple points for ability points when they take them down. I'm going to put them at the top. And then I don't want to lose resources either, right? So that's why all those are at the top there. But let's go ahead and let's take a look at some replays, some more replays. Let's go to battle here. Oh, sorry. All right, let's take a look at another replay here. Let's take a look at Hawaii 007, TF Awesomemark's attack against my base. He's got a 5-star Optimus Prime, Metroplex at 8980, so that's fairly strong, but not maxed out yet. And a bunch of 4-star bots. There's no healers here, so I'm curious to see how he attacks my base. And you don't need to have healers for war, but I mean, I definitely recommend it. I never go into battle, especially war, without healers. It's just why would you want to? You have to be so perfect in your attack, because if your bots take damage, you die. So he drops his bots to a corner. They go around the defenses and split. That's why I like this base design. And Combiner at the top there drew up all the bots, so his bots are all over the place. It's just a mess. So he's going to drop his Combiner here to attack or to absorb the damage from the other Combiner. He's got a high-level Computron, which is really good. That's I think he's maxed out his Computron as well. So max against max, this Hawaii guy's got some strong bots. This is probably one of his weaker teams. But, there you go. It wasn't a 100% accurate replay there. You could see that he probably popped it a little bit later. But, now all his bots are in the middle of the base, and he has to take out these 2 miniguns and the laser turret there. So it's a bunch of stuff attacking him while he's fighting the Combiner. Not too pleasant. It's really hard to beat the Combiner and then also have to worry about defenses and stuff like that. So I always recommend taking out the defenses before you take out the Combiner. Or if you're not going to do that, draw the combiner to the bottom of the base and kill the combiner at the bottom. You got two options there. Otherwise, it's very, very hard this game. So he tried to rush his bots up to the top there. Again, these replays aren't very good, but you can see that he kind of lost some steam there and lost in the middle of this base. Okay, so let's take a look at some more replays. Unfortunately, as you could see there, it wasn't a very accurate replay. Space Safe's working on that to try and give us better replays, but it's very hard to replicate defenses. So let's look at Cervantes' battle here. He's got a lot of 5-star bots. Seaspray, Optimus Prime. He's basically maxed out. This is a very good squad to attack with, and a very high level Metroplex, level 18 Metroplex. So would be a pretty good one to watch, I think. Okay, so load up the base here, and he's going to drop Seaspray first, and he's going to use that tornado ability. Look at that, it takes out the mine, and not enough to take out that last one because it didn't go right through the mine. So there's another ability there, take out another shark mine, a spider mine, and then one more ability point here to take out that build bot. I missed it. All right, so, pretty strong attack just for one bot there. No healers on him either. And then his fourth ability, 4 times he used the ability there to clear out the whole base with Seaspray. So Seaspray is such a beautiful bot, very, very strong. He was definitely improved bot. He wasn't as strong before. And so now his team's walking up. He uses the track smokes to keep his team healthy. He's only using 1 5-star healer, which is not enough, I think, for high-level play. But now he's got to deal with my combiner and my minigun, and he's got no combiner to soak up the damage. So this is going to be a really tough one for him. His team is slowed down by that mine, and his team got stunned by my combiner's ability to trick your enemy bots into attacking each other. And now he's got to deal with my combiner there, and then that minigun is just wailing on his team. And then you can see there I've got, he's got his air razor there attacking me. That's a very, very good outpost defense bot, the air razor. I've got one on multiple bots of mine as well, but she didn't pop. So I'll have to see that in another video. But here we go. He's got, after all that said and done, he's only got 1 healer, Seaspray left. So not much left to defeat my base with. And he uses Rat Trap there to prevent his boss from being stunned, but not enough. He runs out of time. And that's another thing. When you dropping bots to kind of clear paths, that wastes a lot of time, in my opinion. So that's why I don't like clearing pathways either. I just like dropping my team and going and taking out the enemy base. So let's do one more replay here. Let's go ahead with this one here. He's using his 5-star bots, and he's got Ramjet here. So Ramjet's got that ability to kind of pop outposts and stuff like that. So he's probably going to use an outpost popping strategy with Ramjet. I use Rhinox for mine, so that's the equivalent bot there. Let's go take a look and see what he does here. So, yep, there you go. He's got the G2 Ramjet skin on him, and he's going to use Ramjet to kind of hop around my base and pop the outposts. And he's got a lot of, unfortunately, it's just a 4-star Ramjet. Mine's 5-star, which is what you probably need for Prime League. Just because, that 4-star won't be able to kill many defenses as he goes throughout the base. But he does a job. He pops all the outposts, and then you can see there he wants to pull everything down to the bottom. But I've got so much firepower. I've got the shark mines attacking him. I've got multiple air razors coming down on his team here. So he's taking a lot of damage from my squad, even though it's at the bottom of the base, and he's trying to protect his team. And he goes ahead and takes out that spider mine, so the spider mine's not hurting his team. That's a really good bot there. He's got that speed run ability, run amok, to give his bots invincibility. But then my Rhinox is low on health, and those vines just stunned his whole team and trapped his whole team at the bottom there, slowing his team down. So that's why I love Rhinox in an outpost. And there you go. just too much firepower. My squad is too much firepower for his team there, unfortunately. So I mean that's in regular day attacks there. You probably want to see some war attacks. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at the current war that we're in. So we're against TF Eagle Fang Ops, really cool name. And on defense there, unfortunately, yeah, there's only two guys that got through me. One of them, let's just take a look at the one that my defense, and we'll take a look at maybe a replay of what one of those guys did well to beat my base, even on regular mode. You know, it's not an easy base that I have designed. So let's take a look at this loss here. I like to show off war attacks because, you know, they're using the best bots and they've had a chance to watch replays and study my base. So here we go. He's using Laser Optimus Prime. These TF guys love to use Laser Optimus Prime as one of their bots for attacking. They use him to kind of, as you can see there, those discs fire around and make a path for the other team to not split up. So it's a nice bot. Like I love Optimus Prime myself. It's great for war. And then, well, he's got that cool level 20 G metal core too. So why not use him, right? So this guy's got a really good squad here. Really, really high level bots. They look like they're all pretty much maxed out. But he's only got one healer. And I just feel like you need two healers at least for Prime League attacks. So my Laser Optimus Prime Armada Megatron pops out and stuns his whole team at the bottom here. And then he didn't take out that shock tower. So that shock tower is just wailing on his whole team. So that's one of the keys. And then, there you go. Now he's got to deal with my minigun who's just wailing on his team too. So two mistakes there. The shock tower killed his team and the minigun wailing on his team. You can see that a bunch of his bots are almost dead. And he didn't even pop half my stuff yet. So then there he goes. Leo Kaiser comes out. And then he pops his combiner. A very high level 5-star Omega Supreme there maxed out. At level 20, I think. That's what it looks like. And so he'll drop it at the very bottom because he doesn't want his Mega Supreme to take too much damage. And then he rushes it up to, to take out some of those defenses at the top there. But another thing that I would recommend doing is you drop your 5-star at the very, very bottom of the screen. And that way he doesn't take so much damage. And he can last longer to help your team out. But anyway, that tried to absorb some of my defenses and some of the damages with the Mega ability. He's still firing and hurting my team after he dies. And there he goes. He's got only the one healer healing the team. And Ratchet has that cool rung bot on him, so he's able to heal up multiple bots with one shot, which is really nice. But, dealing with my combiner and you don't have all your bots, it's very difficult. And he doesn't have a lot of firepower. Like, there's no, like, gunners and there's no, like, only one gunner. So you need that firepower in order to take out a combiner. That's why I like to use gunners and aerial bots, because they have higher damage per second. So, this is pretty much over. He's got one bot left there at the top against my combiner. My combiner takes him out. And then you can see that the game is still going because his Metroplex killed my Metroplex. His Metroplex is, it's only 93. But it's able to survive, and I just waste, he just loses out on time there. Okay, so that's the defense, and then let's choose a replay and look at maybe a win against my base and see what they did well and see what they didn't do well. Okay, let's look at PK Guy 01's attack on my base. All right, so we loaded it up. Again, it's a Warpath strategy. Only 4-star though. So you need to use more attacks to take out the base defenses. And then he uses 2 shots there and takes out 1 defense. So you can see there you need at least 3 shots in order to take out the rest of that stuff. So 3 shots down, he's used up all his ability points. But he's got this 5-star Jetfire, which is really, really solid. You can see that, wow. That 5-star Jetfire and those decoys just distract all the defenses. And he's able to take it out. Pretty sweet. And then a leader there to pop the rest of the stuff at the top there. So that's nice. You want to pop the stuff while you're taking down the defenses. So there's not a lot of defenses left for him to hurt him. And there he goes. He uses the 5-star ability to take out the minigun. Very smart. That's what you need to do to win. You can't deal with those miniguns and stuff. as I was mentioning. And then Victorion here, he's using Victorion here to reflect damage back to my defenses and stuff. Any combiner is good, really. You just need a combiner there to soak up enemy outpost damage and stuff like that. So there, he gets off a few ability points, and then down comes his team again. Or a few abilities, sorry, with Victorion. And then you can see now most of his team's still alive, which is good. He lost a few bots. And, but there's not much of my base left, unfortunately. So I think he just is able to take it out in time. And he didn't take out the shield generator, so he's got to deal with a full HQ there, pretty much. But 2 bots, enough to take it down in time. And then, it wasn't 100% accurate, but that's the replay there. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, breakdown of my base. Hope you liked it. We'll talk about the outpost bots before we end. And I also want to share a promotion. Thank you for watching out throughout the whole video. For those that watch throughout the video, for people that like and comment on my videos, we're reaching 5,000. So I'm going to be giving out free passes. What do you call them? The cyber passes. So next month I'll give out a free cyber pass to a lucky subscriber who's commenting and watching my videos and liking them. All you need to do is comment, subscribe, and like my recent videos that I made in the past month for a chance to win a free cyber pass. Okay, so get to it, guys. They're really good cyber passes. I love them. They're just, they're not too expensive, but they give you a lot of good goodies like fuel cap increase and other things. But we don't want to talk about that right now. I'll make another video about that later. But I just want to talk about my base. And again, the outpost bots that I use is Slash. I like the Slash there. If you got the 4-star, she's really powerful. 5-star, even better. And I put Megatronus on my Slash so that she's doing fire damage while invisible to enemy opponents. Laser Optimus, as you saw from my base defenses, is so good. All those discs stun the enemy team and hurt them badly. So that's a very good outpost bot. And then I put like an Air Razor on him just so that the Air Razor can deal more damage. And then, sorry, Slash, you want to put Dazzle Strike on Slash, because Dazzle Strike will reduce enemy ranges every 15 or 20 seconds, something like that. And then you got Chromia. Again, I'm going to put another Air Razor on her. And she has that ability just to stun a team for 20 seconds, which is super nasty, as we all know. And then the last one is the Rhinox at the top. So good when he gets low on health. That's one of those tricky ones. People try to use those, those outpost bots to pop your bots. But Rhinox's ability, when he gets low on life, then those vines come out and snare and slow down the enemy bots. So that's one of those cool abilities that Rhinox has that people can't pop and take advantage of. So I love Rhinox in the outpost. Of course, guys, the 5-star ones are better than the 4-star, but if you don't have them, like those 4-star bots are just as good, or really good bots too to use for your level of play. And if you are not HQ 17 yet, like myself, you can kind of adapt the base. Like there's some extra walls here that are very useless. Those are just extras that I put for, that just for design there. So those are 6 extra wall pieces that you don't really need for this base design. So it could work for HQ 16. And then, you just put a little bit less up top, I guess. One less missile launcher or something like that, for example. Okay, so hope you guys like this video. And there's all the mines there in the picture. I like those high velocity shells and the laser ricochet. Thunderstorm, of course. I wish I had a larger range with him, but it's really good as it is. And very, very nasty defense. And then I like using these glass gas because that will weaken everybody for 2 times the duration and 40% more damage. So that's really nasty. Okay. And I wish I had more of these target protocols. I only have 2 of them. And they're on both of my mortars on the left and the right side. So if people bring healers, they're going to target the healers. And the healers can't heal if they're being hit, the mortar shot. So I wish I had more of them. I don't, so I'm using the incendiary, the flame attack, dealing more damage to the whole squad. And then, of course, use one of the Cybertronian charges slows down enemy defenses, and the range is increased, which is really, really nice. So, and then slow down photon, the walking speed, and so that's the one that's the slowdown one, the walking speed one, and the range is increased. And then the same thing, Cybertronian charge, more damage is dealt the longer it's on focus on a bot. So overall, I think I really like my cores. I wish I had the force field disruptor in G metal. I just can't get it. And I wish I had more of these target protocols. I wish I had 2 more. I would put them on my mortars if I had them. Okay, guys, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe if you like, and leave me a comment below if there's anything you want to see and or just want to chat with me. All right, thanks for watching. Peace out.